It's Vinnies talk. Welcome to Vinnies talk. Yeah. It's I like to smoke and chill, feel the pine in the air. Nature is life, baby. I keep it right out there. You can see in me, I don't front for the screen. Same face on the couch, same soul in the dream. On YouTube, you know me, yeah, you know what I do. Talking real about life, and I'm bringing it to you. From the eye to the mic, got a story to talk. Take a seat, leaning close, let me start this walk. Welcome to Vinnies talk. Welcome to Vinnies talk. Yeah. Podcast alive. Podcast alive. Welcome to Vinnies talk. Welcome to Vinnies talk. I say what I mean. I live what I talk.
Come to Vinny. All right, love the music, right? All right, guys. Loving the music, man. Right? Actually, I wrote some of this music that I got playing in the background. Hopefully, you guys like it. So, anyways, welcome to Vinnies Talk. Welcome to the podcast of life, the podcast of nature. Welcome to Vinnies Talk, man. If you guys are new, please give this video a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for all cool reaction tributes, vlogs, everything nature. We do trailers, we do music reactions, we have everything everything cool like that on my podcast. Today we're gonna talk about a few things, right, man? We're gonna get into some topics today, man. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the weather, which the weather is a little chilly. It's a little chilly. We're gonna be talking about the weather. We're gonna dab into a thing called politics, where I really don't talk too much politics on my podcast, but I want to get into a little bit talking about that. Talking about the summer, and how spring is among us. Summer is among us, and we're gonna be going into a beautiful summer here. And we're going to be talking about dating as well. Dating and the world. In this crazy world we live in, man. This what is going on in this crazy world, and how it's different from, back in when I was growing up, when I was in high school, it was a lot different. So without further ado, I want to welcome you guys to Vinnies Talk, the podcast. How's everybody feeling out there, man? All my my watchers, my listeners, I appreciate the love and support, man, every day. If you guys want to shoot me a respectful comment below, keep it respectful. But right now, I just want to dig into what's going on in the world right now. Is crazy, man. Obviously, we're in a time in our lives when we're just trying to live, right? We're trying to live our lives. We're basically trying to survive. And it's so hard because the prices of everything is so high. Gas, groceries. I went to the grocery store the other day. I picked up a few things, and I'm already at like $60 to $70. By the way, man, we want to give thanks and praise to our Lord Jesus Christ, Rastafari. Give glory to Jah, Rastafari. Praises, man, praises. It seems like to me that we're in kind of a crisis. We're in a crisis around the globe, around the world, everywhere where you live at, where I live at. Not a lot of people want to talk about the truth and geopolitics, whether it's talking about the Middle East or it's talking about here in the States, here in the United States. And there's a lot that goes into what is happening overseas and how it affects the United States. And I feel like, our government and our people that here in the States, our leaders and stuff like that, they could say one thing, but we don't hear two sides of the spectrum. We don't hear two sides. We watch from the likes of CNN and Fox News, and I feel like they're not always transparent. They're not always very honest. It seems like they hide a lot of stuff, man. Especially the Fox News and also CNN. I'm not saying CNN is 100% legit. And like I said, man, I tend to obviously I tend to lean more to the right in what I believe in, but I also know that there's a lot of shit that's going on in the world today that's very crazy, and I will call out bullshit when I see it. Like I will call a spade a spade. And I just feel like, everything that Trump campaigned on, basically saying that, well, he wasn't going to start no new wars. He wasn't going to bring us into conflict. And, everything basically basically everything that he said that he wasn't going to do, he's basically doing now. And it's just like a big betrayal to the American people. And it's a big crisis, man. It's a big crisis, right? It's a big crisis around the world. Now that we're in this catastrophe with oil and gas and all this other stuff with the Strait of Hormuz and Iran, and I try to forget it. I try not to talk about that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I wanted to touch base on it and just be like, man, we are fighting a war. We've been fighting this war, and I feel like this war in the Middle East has been going on for years and years and years, and we should have never been there, guys. We should have never been there. And some may have a different outlook, but it's the truth. What I'm telling you is the truth. I mean, we could look at crude oil. We could look at crude oil right now, and it's almost, look at this, man. It's 104 a barrel, $104 a barrel. Some even say Brent is at 110. It's just outrageous, dude. It's all stupidity outrageous. Every day. You look at the gas and it just seems to be going up. It doesn't seem to be going down. You watch Fox News or CNN, and it seems to me that, a lot of the news on CNN is, obviously more progressive and whatnot, but it seems like they're a little bit more truthful, but it seems like they all cater to Israel, right? And a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, it's the Jewish people, it's the Jewish lobby. But in reality, we know that this war was started because of Jewish influence and Israel influence to the United States. And whether you want to accept it or not, I feel like it's there's two sides to every story, and they're not telling us every side. So I went and done my research, and looked up old things, and I found out a lot of stuff that between the United States and the Middle East and all these different wars. And there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell us. And I feel like, man, dude, a lot of shit went down back in the day with the Middle East and Israel. And yes, in my personal opinion, and I feel like it's the truth. Well, I mean, these are just my opinions and my thoughts. But when you go and do your research, you see that Iran was never really a threat to the United States. They really never had nuclear weapons and all this stuff about, well, Trump wants to take the rich uranium. They want to try to take it away, and they want to, do all these things. And this was a war of choice, I feel like, the United States. And not only, see, I look at it like this. I mean, whether you're to the right or you're to the left, you have to call out the bullshit when you see it. And I just can't stand someone who's going to tell me one thing and then basically betrays me and tells me something else. So I just feel like it's a total betrayal from Trump's side. Can he get it together for the midterms? I think he's personally cooked. I think he's cooked, man. I mean, dude, we're at almost 100 and some $10 a barrel of oil. I mean, crude is insane. And you go to the gas station, it's like almost 5-6. Was it like $4.99 a gallon for regular gas? People could barely fill up their gas tanks. I mean, the price of groceries are insane. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit and what's going on in the world and how we're fighting basically this stupid war. It's so stupid. I think it's retarded. I mean, these are just my opinions and my thoughts. Some of the language I use, maybe you guys don't like it, but I really don't care. This is my podcast, so I'm gonna talk and tell you basically how I feel. Now, I usually cover, I do my music reactions and stuff like that, but I always keep it real, right? I always keep it real. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. And I'm looking at the freaking, the crude oil, and it's just, they talk about, oh, you know what I'm saying? We're going to close, we're going to have this blockade, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And it's just the system, the evil system that we live in. It's a Babylon system. The Rastas talk about it all the time, and it is, man. It's like a rat race. To who has the most money, who has the most power. Because in the end, do all these leaders, do they really care about us and the American people, or just a regular citizen, anybody that's living, and trying to make it? And I just feel like, no, dude, it's tough. It's not easy, and I'm just someone out here trying to make it, and you go to the grocery store and you see these prices, and it's just it's a crazy world. The world that we're living in now is so much different. I mean, the price of gas, the price of shoes, man, the price of anything, really. So now that we talked about a little bit about the politics and the oil and the pricing of gas, which is really insane. And I feel like the more longer we're in this war, the more it's going to hurt us. That's why I feel like Trump is backtracking now. And yeah, I don't see how they can get a change without boots on the ground. And I feel like that would be even more catastrophic. It's freaking insane, dude. It's freaking insane, guys. What is going on in the world? But now that we talked about that a little bit, I want to change subjects and talk a little bit about the weather. The weather today is a little gloomy. It's like cloudy outside, right? The clouds are so cloudy. I mean, it's supposed to be spring. It's supposed to be 60 degrees, but we are getting warmer weather next week. So I'm really heavily depending and looking forward towards the more nicer weather. I don't think we have actually gotten some. Well, I take that back. We did get some pretty nice days like last week, but I'm hoping that we can get even more nice days, and I'm pretty sure we will going into May. Man, it's gonna be May 1st. By the way, man, go Lakers! Looks like they're having a little trouble here. We almost basically won the series between the Rockets. I'm really interested to see how, if we beat the Rockets, man, and we got to play OKC. It's a tough team to play, right? I'm a big Lakers fan. Shout out to my Lakers fans. LeBron is not getting any younger. LeBron James is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And I feel like he's still carrying. He's still doing his thing. LeBron James is still magnificent, man. I mean, look at the numbers he's putting up. But I just feel like he needs help from the other guys. And, I mean, I feel like we could do it. The thing that got us over last night that really hurt us was the turnovers. I was telling my mom, I was like, you can't turn the ball over, man. I mean, yeah, you can have a couple turnovers, but when you turn the ball over like they did against the Rockets, especially having that 3-0 lead, and then now it's now it's going to be 3-2 going back to Houston on Friday. So I'm hoping that we do that we play better and that we just close out the series. And then we got to look forward towards playing OKC, and that's not going to be a tough out. That's going to be a tough series because OKC is freaking dominant. I mean, they got a really, really good young team. So, yeah. So between that and the weather and a little gloomy outside, where's the sun? I don't see the sun. By the way, man, if you guys are just joining the podcast, please give this video a like, smash that like button. Drop a comment below. Keep it respectful, man. It's your boy Vinny D, the Young Wolf. We're on Vinny's Talk, man. Vinny's Talk, talking about politics, talking about the war a little bit, about how everything is so damn expensive because of the war, and not just because of that, but what's going on in the world today is just, and things that are just changing. We can talk about relationships. We're going to talk about dating, and yes, I am single, not with anybody. Dating to me is cooked today, man. Relationships to me are cooked, and people are like, "Well, Vinny, what does cooked mean?" Well, cooked means basically it's not going to work out. It's done. If you're not married and you're not with someone that you could trust, you're not, happy with someone, I suggest you to not be with the person and be in a toxic environment, toxic relationship, a toxic marriage. There's a lot of things going on in the world today that just gives women so many much more options, like social media. I feel like social media was the death of dating. Some may say, "Oh, Vinny, just hating on girls, hating on women," or you know, listen, man. Both men and women have their own issues, right? I'm not perfect either, but all I could say is that I feel like the dating apps cooked us, man, as a society. Um, so many options for girls. I mean, they sit on here and play games with with OnlyFans, being whores, doing all this bullshit, and then they want a top tier guy. And I'm just like, dude, you can't have a top tier guy when you want to do all this playing around and OnlyFans and all this shit. I'm just like, dude, I would never date someone that wants to be on OnlyFans. I can't take you seriously. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do it. It's like put some clothes on, have some respect for yourself. I can understand being this way with your significant other and loving that person, but it's just like, dude, you can't respect someone who's doing this kind of shit. It's just like, man, people playing games with each other, and I feel like it's a lot of options out here, man. So many options out here for the women, and they out here playing games, man. And I'm not saying men are perfect either, but girls have it way. I say they have a lot more easier than it's a lot more harder for guys, and guys need to step up as well. Go to the gym, need to get your fitness right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I work on myself. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be a better man because I'm not perfect either. But what I've learned in the dating aspect of things is and what I've seen friends and personal family members and watch videos on YouTube. It's just seeing that the dating market, man, is not what it used to be, and it's cooked, man. These girls out here are freaking cooked, bro. They're freaking. I'm not sure what the hell happened. I don't know. Was it the downfall of social media? Was it Snapchat? Was it fucking you know what I'm saying? Was it OnlyFans and all this other bullshit that's going on in the world where you're too focused on basically being with this chick or being with this dude and being with, you know what I mean? Where you can't really focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a knock to nobody, right? This is just being 100% genuinely honest. To say that focusing on yourself, bettering yourself as a human being, rather than, wasting time on someone who really gives a gnat about you, gives a flying about you, right? But I just feel like, man, for men, it's just so much different. It's so much. It's a different playing field. Could come on and be like, challenge me and say, well, guys play games and all this other shit, but men and women are different. Men are, basically leaders. Women, you're supposed to be, basically providing for the men. And what I don't mean by providing, obviously the man is the provider. What I mean by is nurturing, right? Providing nurturing, taking care of the man, cooking, cleaning. We don't have that no more. I mean, yeah, there's some women out there that want to do that want to be in that traditional role, right? That want to they love that role and they know the role, and basically women are all about their careers now. They're all about, going out, doing these fucking TikTok videos, being on OnlyFans, and I can make my own money, be my own boss. But yet they want a top tier guy, but they don't want to do the traditional roles of being a traditional woman. and they want to be a whore. Or a man wants to play games too. Like I said, man, both parties, obviously we got to get it together as humans, right? We got to look at ourselves in the mirror. But I just feel like, man, in the modern age of dating today is fucking cooked, dude. Fucking cooked, bro. It's freaking cooked, right? And I don't know, man. I do feel that way. I feel like we're at this point we're all gonna be guided. We're in like do it. When it's our time
work on yourself.
To basically, if it's our time, maybe we won't be with someone. But if it is our time, that's the destiny we will have. But it's only not under basically our control. I mean, yeah, we could make decisions, and our decisions have actions.
I don't want to be with someone. I'm not saying that.
I feel like
that I never will be with someone.
These are stepping stones to the light and the direction that
I leave it up to God.
That God wants, and
God will.
If you don't believe in God and you don't believe in higher power, well, that's
Vinnies talk.
That's not my
We're
problem,
just being
right?
honest, guys.
I mean,
We're just being freaking.
all I know
honest.
is, you can make your own choices in life, but God, I feel like you still have to believe in something, and you still have to, obviously, these kind of things don't happen overnight. It takes time, and relationships, sometimes it's a rocky road. You need time, and we're living in a time now where everybody's online. Everybody's using these apps, whether it's dating apps, Facebook dating, fucking Bumble, and Hinge, and all this other shit. And I'm just like, you know what? Stop all this bullshit. I mean, bro, I don't know, man. Cooked. Freaking cooked, man. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, the weather. What is the weather outside? The weather. It's a gloomy day today, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with the weather. Yeah, there's peaks of sun. And you get like these freaking, these meteorologists. Shout out to Cheryl Scott, man. ABC, I don't know what's going on with Cheryl Scott, but I be watching her weather. Sometimes she be on point. Sometimes she be telling the weather. And she be on, well, it's going to be 75 degrees, and it's going to rain. And then you go outside and it's a beautiful day and there's no rain. So I'm just like, dude, do some of these meteorologists really pay attention when they wake up in the morning? They're just like, wait a minute. Do they actually read what's going on in the weather and stuff like that? I'm not sure. I am not sure, man. All I know is, man, sometimes I feel like they be off with the weather sometimes. The lady comes down the street. She's like, yeah, I don't really listen to the weather too much because half the time they're not even telling the truth. I'm like, yeah, most of the time they're not, right? They're kind of off. That's why I have select meteorologists that I pay attention to, because I feel like some of them are they'll give you their honest opinion, and they know, and they do the research. And that's another thing. I feel like in order to know things and be smart and whatnot, you could say you went to college or you have this degree, but until you actually do the research, then you will know. It'll be like, oh yeah, I've done the research, so I know. I'm basically I've done the research, so I know a little bit about this. I know a little bit about that, because everyone's been like, oh, I got a college degree, I got a freaking master's, I got a doctorate. Yeah, but you're still cooked. Like, you don't know because you don't do the research. Bro, it's very simple. You just pick up a tablet, pick up a computer, and Google some stuff. Keep researching, look up things that were in the past, look up things that were related to it. And it's not just about research, it's about learning things through books, reading. That's why I feel like a lot of the people that say they go to school, necessarily because you go to school doesn't make you a smart person. And I'm not saying people that don't go to school are smart. I'm just saying that school, to me, man, I don't know. I think it's a big waste of time, if you want me to be honest. If you're not doing a specific trade, you're not trying to get a trade and something like that, then I don't know. But we have to be a positive, right? A positive vibration. And that goes for dating too, man. Even though I think that a lot of these chicks out here, Midwestern, freaking, I I hear a lot of things about the passport bros, people, traveling to different countries because they think the women are going to be different. Maybe they think the men are going to be different. In all reality, you really have to dig down deep, and you have to, if you're really searching, I say don't search, man. I say let them come to you, right? I just feel like, man, the more you force it, the more it ain't gonna happen. The more you trust in yourself, the more you trust in God, and basically, don't let these chicks play mind games. Don't let these dudes creep up on you and be on some bullshit. You got to be pure at the freaking heart, man. Rastafari, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be one with yourself. When you can have that pure relation with yourself, then here comes that mighty force that no one expected, and no one really knows. I mean, all these dating apps do is just give you so many options. They give people so many options, and then you're not really focused on one person. And that's another snaky shit, man. A lot of women out here doing snaky shit. They're talking to 10 dudes. They're not really being honest with you. So it's like, you can't take these chicks serious. I mean, that goes for the dudes too, man. Chicks, you can't take these dudes serious. I mean, it goes both ways. It takes two to fucking tango. But at the same time, I just feel like, man, modern day chicks out there are cooked, and men need to pay more attention. Men have to, for me, myself, and I, right? We have to be more focused on ourselves, man. Getting ourselves right, getting our mind right. The mind plays tricks on us. I mean, the heart plays tricks on us. Our mind got to get us right. Work on your fitness, work on the things that are important, and the rest will follow. I feel like the rest will follow. By the way, man, please give this video a like if you guys are just joining this video, whether you just joined or you've been a long time watcher of mine for my reaction videos. By the way, we're going to be doing more music reactions. Definitely got more Ariana coming. Her new album is dropping. Speaking of Ariana Grande, the album is called Pedal by Miss Ariana Grande. Her album drops July 31st. Shout out to Ari, man. Shout out to Mrs. Ariana Grande. And hopefully Taylor Swift comes out with the re-release of the debut. Her first album, I believe it was. Maybe we're going to get a Taylor's version at some point. I'm not sure. I'm actually working on I'm writing some music, and I've been dabbling into like this music producing, like AI, where it's like you use a little tool of AI app, and that's another thing that I feel like is crazy, man. All this AI shit, man. This AI like these tools you could use, basically helps you create designs. It helps you create music, and I've been dabbling into that. So I'm doing some music transformation. Help me with AI. So I'm actually working on some music. Where actually you write lyrics, or you write poetry. You can write a song, and it transforms it into a song. And so I'm gonna be coming out with some music soon. I'm gonna upload that to my YouTube. I'll let you guys listen to it. Actually, I don't know if you guys heard a few of my songs, but I think one of them was in my video that I produced through AI. I'm also going to be working on some guitar stuff as well, coming soon, maybe in the summer. I'm definitely going to be doing some more nature videos, and nature. Obviously, Vinnies Talk. Nature is life, because nature is life, and the importance of nature. We're going to be doing like hiking vlogs and talking to you guys about the places, or the place that I'm at. We'll talk about the place that I visit, and the importance of nature, and why nature is important. And that's another thing, nature aspect of living in the life, and how important it is to be with nature. So now that we talked about that a little bit, and we got that out of the way, I want you guys to basically enjoy my podcast, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and you guys could share it. But yeah, man, we're looking forward towards the summer, and we're gonna be hitting up some spots, maybe doing some vlogs, doing some shorts, doing more vlogs. I want to do more vlogs, so look forward towards the vlogs, man. And Vinnies Talk Nature's Life. And yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining this podcast of Vinnies Talk. And we definitely will have more videos coming soon. So stay tuned. Get your mind right. This is a crazy world we're living in, but we got to be true to ourselves, man. So Rastafari, give thanks. And thank you guys for joining. Until the next time, man. Peace out.